Traders in the building, what's good? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I'm so glad that you've discovered me, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for the continued love and support. You already know what time it is, man. It's the time of the week where I do the weekly analysis, and today I'll be doing the dollar index, gold, US30 and US100, and I'll start with the dollar index since it's the first on the watch list. As you can see, I'm bullish on this particular instrument, and to explain why, it's simply because we are in a bullish trend. I say this because we keep making higher highs, as you can see, and we keep making higher lows. Another significant reason to note is that we are currently above a level of sensitivity. We are currently above a support. This previously was a clear resistance. Obviously price broke above, came back, couldn't break below, and as you saw, we did come back to this area again. And as you can see with this current candlestick, let me do like this so you can see we are bouncing off of that area, which means, or rather which suggests that this area is really a strong area of support. So we should expect the market to continue going up at least to that high, and our first target is this one, and this could be our overall target for the year, or for depending on how long it's going to take to get there. But how can you take advantage of this move? Go to the upside. It's easy. Go to a smaller time frame, any time frame that you prefer. I will encourage you to start with the daily time frame and move on to the downside as you go. So as you can see, last week the market really didn't do much. We were caught up in a consolidation between this support and this resistance over here. So the market didn't go up or down, it just went sideways. So I do expect the market to break above this area, and this is where I would like to buy on the retest of that support. Or another area that I'm interested to buy from is this one. Let me go to a smaller time frame so you can see it clearer, because it's not really clear on this particular time frame. If the market could come back to this support over here, this is where I'm interested to buy, or above this resistance, that's where I'm interested to buy, unless the market then ends up breaking below this area of support over here. If it can break this support, then it means the market should be coming down maybe to this support, and then that's where again we can start looking for buyers. That's all I have for the week that is coming, man. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. Moving on to the second instrument of the day, this is gold. And I am bearish on this particular instrument. Let me show you guys on a higher time frame why I'm bearish on this particular time frame. So as you can see, we do have a resisting trend line over there. That's very clear to see. Everyone can see that. I do believe, as you can see, we have a resisting trend line over there. First touch, second touch, third touch over there. So the market, anytime it gets to this resistance, you note, anytime the market got to this high over here, it likes to drop. So let me do like this. So the market, anytime it gets here, it drops, it gets here, it drops, it gets here, it drops. So as you can see, even currently, the market couldn't break. It did spike above that support, but couldn't close above that support. And at the moment, it's still below that area, which means the market is finding resistance at this particular area. So that's my reason why I'm bearish on this particular market. So I'm expecting that this market is going to drop at least until this support over here. And my overall low is this trend line that I'm looking at. So how can you take advantage of this move? Go to the downside. It's easy. Again, a smaller time frame, the daily time frame, and again you look for structure. So what I'm looking at the moment is that we do have a support that the market created last week. So I do expect the market to come back below this area, and that is where I would like to sell, below this area. Or my other interesting area to look for is this one. If you go to a smaller time frame, let's go to the 4 hour, so you can see so last week there was not really any movement in the market. The market was just ranging a lot. So this is why if you were trading last week, maybe you lost a lot of money, or you made just a little bit of money, because the market was not really moving. It was just consolidating. My other area of interest, should the market get back to this resistance over here, I'm interested to sell from this area, and if it breaks below, again it's a continuation for those sales. And for me to start looking for buyers, the market I would expect the market to break above this area of resistance, and then this is where I will start to look for buyers. But at the moment, I am bearish. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. I'm looking for sales. You should be looking for sales at the moment. That's the only thing that makes sense. Moving on to the third pair of the day, US30, and I am bullish on this particular market. Let's go to the higher time frame. The reason why I'm bullish, it's simply because we just recently broke above this structure over here. You notice this high, clear to see, no need to question it. That's the highest US30 had been in the past, and recently we broke that high, obviously, which suggests that it's no longer a resistance, it's now turning into a support. So this is why I'm expecting to buy this market above that area. So how can you take advantage of this move? Going to the upside, we go to a smaller time frame, again the daily time frame, and we look for structure. So as you can see, even US30 last week, there's not much that happened. It was just consolidating, didn't go up, didn't go down, it was just moving sideways. So my expectation is, I do have an area, two areas actually, that I'm observing at the moment. I would like to see this market coming back to this support, and this is where I'm mostly interested to buy from. Or another scenario is, if the market then ends up breaking above this particular range that it has created over here, breaking that resistance, turning it into a support. Then of course I'm interested to also buy from that area. The only time I'm gonna sell this market is if it can come back below this area, close below this support, turn it into a resistance. Then of course there is no point for me to start buying this market if it's then had changed structure. The only logical thing to do at that point is to start looking for sells to the downside. That's all I have for US30. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. I mean, if you see something that I don't see, or rather if you think there's something I did not highlight, you can comment down below. I believe I did cover everything on this particular market, because US30 is like that. As you can see, this is the high that I'm talking about that has been significantly broken. So for me, until the market can come back below, I'm not looking for sells. I'm still bullish on this market. The only time I'm going to sell this market is if it can come back below this area. Then from there we can start selling. Moving on to US100, and I'm closing with this one, the last instrument of the day, and again I'm bullish on this one. Let's go to the monthly time frame. So unlike US30, we haven't really significantly broken above the structure. However, looking at these candlesticks over here, the two candlesticks going to the upside, it does suggest that the market is bullish at the moment, because if you look at that bullish momentum over there, engulfing those three candlesticks that were bearish, so obviously it means the market is going up. So now if you go closer and look at this market, we did break above this high. If you look at it, this high is already broken. However, it's not significantly broken. So my expectation for the week that is coming is for the market, let me show you where I would like to buy. It's for the market to continue going up, as it has shown now that it's trying to go up. If it can continue break this resistance over here, this is where I'm interested to buy. Or if it can come back to the support over here, then the market, this is where I'm interested to buy. The only time I'm going to sell this market is if it ends up breaking below this structure over here, because at that point it means the market is going down. There's really no reason for me to look for buys at that point. It means the market is going down. The only logical thing to do would be looking for sells. That's all I have for the week that is coming, man. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. Thank you so much, guys, for the continued love and support. I love you. I'll see you next week, same time, same place, and I am out.